Soil texture testing is a method of assessing the proportions of sand, silt and clay particles in a soil sample. We're only interested in particles less than 2 millimeters in diameter. The first step is to remove larger particles by sieving the soil. If you use a nest of sieves, you can tell the size of the gravel particles in the soil. This sample is a fairly sandy one. The sand particles are obvious, but is this a pure sand, a loamy sand, or a sandy loam? The field texture test can tell us. Start by wetting up the sample and kneading it. With sandy soils this is quite a rapid process. Clay soils will take longer. It's important to wet the soil the right amount. It shouldn't actually be glistening with water, but should be on the point of glistening. First try to form a ball. A pure sand will not even hold together in a ball. Secondly, try to form a cast with your fingers. Squeeze it between your fingers and see if it holds their shape. Finally, try to form a ribbon by shearing the soil between thumb and forefinger. Squeeze it out and at the same time work it forwards with your fingers. See how long a length of self-supporting ribbon it will form. In this case, about 10 to 15 millimeters. I've got another sample here. It looks and feels a bit sandy, but we can't really tell until we've carried out a field texture test. This soil takes up a lot of water. The fine peds, which felt like sand grains when it was dry, disappear as it wets up. The fact that the soil is pretty sticky also suggests it has a lot of clay particles in it. Is it a clay loam, a light clay, or a heavy clay? This soil forms a good ball. I now shear the soil out between thumb and forefinger to form a ribbon. It does take some practice to be able to do this consistently. This soil forms a ribbon about 45 millimeters long. Repeat the ribboning a couple of times and take the average. As well as the length of ribbon, you also have to consider the feel of the soil. This sample feels quite soft and spongy. The ribbon breaks a second time at about 50 millimeters. A 45 to 50 millimeter ribbon plus the spongy feel of the soil indicates that it's a clay loam.